Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am not wearing makeup today because I am actually going to do, I'm sorry if you see so off topic, right? I'm sorry if you see a couple hairs on my face. I just gave myself a little trim on my bangs. Let me turn this down too for a sec. Okay, it looks even better. So welcome back to my channel, guys. So I was gonna have another makeup look go up, but the footage is kind of off on that. So meanwhile, I get that together. I'm gonna go ahead and recreate this video. This video is my everyday makeup. This is my I'm in a rush makeup. I have 10 to 15 minutes. I gotta go. Or I don't want to get ready, but I need a little something. Or I'm going somewhere. I need a little something. This is what that's gonna be. I always get so many compliments on this look. I do tend to switch the products around, but the technique and the way I guess I plan for it is just quick and easy for me, and it's minimal. Like I could literally go in my stuff, grab the products, and go and do my makeup in the car as well. Yeah, it's a real thing, right? So I'm gonna start like this is like the morning, or like if I'm getting ready to like go somewhere and I'm just like, hey, I don't really want to get dressed, but I mean, I don't really want to wear makeup, but I kind of have to. I'm gonna start with a micellar water. This is the Garnier one, the cucumber one, and this is the matte all-in-one mattifying. This is why I've been feeling so dry. Okay, now that makes sense. So yeah, well, I'm gonna go ahead and use this. This is just to give myself a later cleanse. I'm already done with it, which is great because I'm ready to try new micellar waters. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that there. And this is the Shiseido cotton rounds. Cotton squares. I really love this ones because they're so smooth and soft. They're not like your regular cotton rounds. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this over my bangs so all the little hairs come off. All right. If this was in the morning, I will definitely use my vitamin C that I have currently right now. This is probably the only, does it freaking work? Oh, this is, I'll insert a picture of it. But this is my vitamin C that I use. This is the La Roche-Posay vitamin C serum. This is pure vitamin C 10%. I only use this in the morning in conjunction with my every single day moisturizer from Supergoop. So this is like my skin prep, and well, this is like my skin prep. Like no matter what, if I'm wearing makeup or not, I'm doing these 3 steps no matter what. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use some lip balm. So I could really use that right now. So I'm just gonna skip the serum because it is not morning time. It's already almost nighttime. So I'm just gonna skip the serum for right now. But technically I will use the serum. So I'm just gonna go ahead and actually I'm just gonna moisturize. Nighttime, I'm just gonna use my Ultra Repair Cream for First Aid Beauty. I use a light amount. Oh, so next step is my primer. Actually, a lot of times I forget to use a primer, like I completely skip it, which I'm okay with because I have the serum and moisturizer, so that kind of makes my makeup last a little bit longer. If I'm using a primer, I'm gonna use the All Nighter primer by Urban Decay. I really like this. This is new. I have other primers that I go back and forth with, so depending on what I'm doing, I just grab and go. But this is really hydrating and smooth as well, and it's vegan, so I'm gonna use like a little amount and can I just focus it in the area where I'm really gonna be applying makeup, which is literally the center of my face. Okay, So before I move on to my brows, I'm gonna use the Born This Way concealer. This is in the shade Cookie. I usually go back between Warm Sand, which is the next darker shade. It's a little bit more warm. This is a little bit less warm, but I really like this shade as well. So I'm just gonna, this is like my go-to. Like, I use this as a foundation sometimes, which I really love, because I like the coverage of it, but at the same time it's hydrating. So I'm just gonna apply in the inner corners. I'm gonna apply in the blemishes that I want to cover around the mouth. A little bit of hyperpigmentation there. Literally, that's just how we'll apply it. So I do like to let it sit for a second and let it get a little tacky, just to get that coverage out of it. So meanwhile, I'm letting it sit to like get a little tacky and, you know, just kind of settled in. I'm gonna start with my brows, and I'm gonna use the Urban Decay Brow Tamer. This is like a tinted gel in the warm brown shade, which is really nice. So literally, because I don't really get my brows done, but I still need something. I'm just gonna go ahead and brush it through. Now that the concealer has settled in, I will typically use a sponge or a brush. It doesn't really matter. I do kind of prefer the sponge, I think. So this is the Sonia Kashuk sponge. I know it's huge, right? Compared to the serum. So I'm just gonna start on the bottom right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and start tapping away. And with whatever is remaining from that, because I'm starting lower, I'm just using it on the rest of the face. If I'm really, really in a rush and I have to go, like, this is all I will do. But since I do have that time to like sit down and do that, I'm gonna move on with my next step. And then my next step is actually the Cover FX loose powder. I depend to go back and forth from loose powder. I tend to stick to like the smaller ones for this look, because like I said, I usually just grab my products, throw them in like this little bag, and like I'm out the door, so I could do my makeup in the car. I'm just gonna use a brush like this. Usually, again, if I'm in the car and I'm taking my makeup with me, I'm gonna use the sponge for this step. But if I'm here at home, I'm gonna use the brush. I'm just gonna tap away one more time. I'm gonna shake and start out just a light layer. I'm gonna start with my under eye, but I'm gonna use it in the areas that I don't want it to move so much. So I do like to do a bronzer. Most of the times I'm gonna use my Makeup Revolution bronzer, which is in the shade, it's a vivid baked bronzer, and it's in the shade Rock On World. I think this shade is discontinued because I tried to purchase it and I couldn't find it nowhere. So I don't know if this is discontinued or if they have it on their website, but I have a lot of it left, so I still use it. That's when I want like a little bit of glow and highlight. If I don't, I'm just gonna take my beat up Maybelline 300 bronzer, which I really love as well. This is the best bronzer made ever in drugstore history for me. So I do take a brush for this step if I really want to do this step. So I'm just gonna grab like an angle brush and grab a little bit of it and just very lightly. sometimes just for shits and giggles, I'm feeling like fancy. Oh, I just dropped half of it. Oh my god. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and tap in, shake it up, and that's it. All right, and then next step, I technically don't really wear mascara all the time, but I do curl my lashes. So this is the Shiseido lash curler. And to set my makeup, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the Hangover 3-in-1 X Hangover RX or Hangover X. I don't know. 3-in-1 finishing primer and setting spray. And I actually bathe in it, but because I'm not going nowhere and my hair is done, I'm actually not gonna put that much on. But I mean, the makeup is looking pretty good like this on its own, as you guys could tell. I will definitely switch from blush to bronzer depending on how I'm feeling that day. If I want bronzer or if I want a blush. If I want both, I do both, but this is like literally my go-to because sometimes, most of the times, I rather do bronzer. So that's why I did this one. And randomly, sometimes I will apply mascara, but for this time, I'm not gonna go ahead and do it because I don't wanna take it off. So lightly set the makeup, my hair back down, and boom, I'm out the door. This minute took me like 18 minutes, 15 minutes to record. I could do this really fast, like while I'm driving or while I'm in the passenger seat, I guess. But this is like my natural go-to makeup 10-minute makeup look. So yeah, what do you guys think? Please go ahead and let me know if you're going out and to try out this look. Yeah, I highly recommend it if you're like a person that needs coverage or that likes coverage like me, because I like full coverage and I cannot do that BB cream tinted moisturizer stuff. It's just not for me. So this is what works for me. Yeah, and I actually teach clients this technique a lot and they love it, and they just, you know, less is more. So less is more, less makeup, and you look more put together. What do you think?